Hey everyone, welcome to this week's virtual write-in.
Yeah.
I'm Katharine. I'm the communications manager at NaNoWriMo.
I'm Nina, editorial intern. Week 3 of
Week 3.
camp. Here we are.
Also, could you do me a favor and get up and close that window because I realized I
Oh
forgot
yes,
to do it.
we get
Cool,
loud.
thanks. I guess if it gets too loud, we'll also close these outside windows. But yay, welcome. How is this going for you all? It's hard for me to believe that it's already week 3. I don't know how that happened. How's it going? Where are you guys writing from? How are your projects coming? Tell us everything.
Yeah.
There were, I don't know if any of you were at either online or in person, the virtual write-in that we hosted this weekend at the Oakland Public Library, but it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. So
Yeah. Awesome.
yeah. How's your project coming, Nina?
Oh, not wonderful. I have many excuses which I won't share.
Yeah.
It's on my mind. It's
Yeah.
on my mind. I just haven't been able to put the pen to paper. But.
Yeah. I'm definitely behind.
Okay.
I might have to change my goal.
Yeah.
I was going to try to write 20,000 words this month, and I'm at like 4,000 right now. So,
That's pretty good.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I might be able to push through the last half. So let's see. Oh, Fern Lucas says hi from Trinidad. That's cool. Ariana Marie says hi from District 12. I'm impressed that you get Wi-Fi there.
Twinkle Toes, the Berserker. I finished my book.
Ooh, congratulations!
That's awesome. Congratulations. Yay. Tell us how it feels.
Yeah. Today, I don't know if you guys have been checking out the camp care packages that the authors that we partner with send to your camp inboxes every day. But today's is all about finishing something, even if it's a very small thing. So, it could be a short story or a poem, but just like finishing something so you have that moment of triumph where you're like, yes, I've done it. And then it's not as scary to finish the big things. So
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Gives you that I can finish something feeling.
Right. Even if it's just I can finish, a writing prompt of a virtual write-in.
Yeah.
That totally counts.
Yep. Start small, dream big.
Madeline says hi from Norway. Yeah, Minnesota, Alabama, Texas, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, England, Oklahoma. All right.
North Carolina. Jen Keys, does finishing mowing the lawn count? That's a good question.
I mean, it totally counts. I don't know if it counts creatively.
For your camp project.
Yeah, unless you were like mowing like pictures of your characters into your lawn, and like you were outlining with your plot with what you were mowing into your lawn. I don't know. It'd have to be a really big lawn.
Well, someone said something like that to me once. My handwriting is atrocious, by the way, and I never seem to like finish my vowels or something. I never connect my O's or something. And someone once said, well, maybe if you start doing that, if you start finishing the letters, that it'll continue on into your life and you'll finish more. Yeah, I thought that was really hard.
Have you ever tried it?
Correcting my horrible handwriting? No. I think at first, but then I quickly reverted back to my old ways.
That makes sense. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but somebody says my room is covered in notes and maps.
Oh.
Yeah. My room is just covered in dirty clothes right now.
Could be a map of sorts.
Yep. Ariana Marie also says, I have a very random question. It's, why do you have a blobby portrait and why is it crying? He's not crying. This is Blobby's fancy portrait. He's like
He's wearing a monocle.
he's wearing a monocle. That's what it is. He's fancy Blobby. I painted that for the night of Reading Dangerously one year. So, now it's just his official portrait. Yeah. All right. Cool. Got totally sidetracked.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to jump into
Yeah.
the first prompt? I feel like I'm behind, so I need to just
Get tapping.
get writing.
All right, so for the first sprint, we were just thinking about kind of getting back to the basics a little bit, and we just had a few, what would you call them? I guess just some words to work with and see if you can work them into your writing, if they spark anything for you. If you can't use them, don't worry about it. Just write whatever you feel. Thinking about using the word fire, it could be a match, it could be a forest fire, it could involve cooking or a candle. Also the element of water, that could be a wave, a glass of water, a lake, a leaking faucet, any way that you can work the word water into your writing. And air, the breath of your character, or the air in the environment. Is it polluted? Is it clean? Is there a change in seasons or the location? These things would affect the air. So just a 5-minute sprint, trying to use these basic elements in our writing.
Yeah.
Right.
And remember, if the prompt doesn't work for you, you don't have to use it. But it's there for you if you need a jumping off spot. So, all right, let's do 5 minutes, and let's start now. Got about a minute left. All right, time is up. Go ahead and write whatever you're working on. If you want to share your word count or a sentence that you wrote or how you use prompt, if you used it, go ahead and drop that in the chat. All right. I saw a couple of people who were like, stop, my entire novel was about the elements.
Oh, that's funny.
That's great. I had the very first novel that I ever actually finished, speaking of finishing things, was all about like elemental magic and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
How'd that go for you?
All right, yeah. Plugging away, I guess. And I just started writing, and then I was like, oh, yeah, right. I'm supposed to use a prompt somehow. And then so I started using the prompt a little bit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it did get me writing, and then I forgot why I was doing what I was doing.
Let's see here. Oh, somebody asked, does a salty breeze count?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's Errol, right?
Definitely.
Wow, this chat is moving very quickly.
It's great. Twinkle Toes the Berserker got 153 words and said 10 minutes later she was opening the oven, a blast of fiery air puffing out onto her face as she stuck in the pies.
Whoa.
Nice.
Cool. I'm suddenly hungry.
I know, right? Let's see. Kiana got 305 words.
Star like Sapphire, 200 words.
Gianna got 234. Oh, Allison Hobson Clement got 200 words even. It said, actually, my most effective sprint for the time this month. That's awesome. Sweet.
Lindsay Ewing, oh, I did use a blast of icy air opening a bar door. That counts? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that totally counts. Sarah Wright says, my alien is going to the beach for the first time. She has no idea what it is, nor does she know what a bathing suit is. Ooh, I like this quote from AV's. Flames reached up like fingers wrapping around the eaves, crushing, blackening, devouring the home from within.
Ooh,
that's great. That's great imagery. Katie Stein shared, they bound the land itself so that the secrets could not be discovered by any enemy. The haven cannot be found on foot unless it wants to be, nor seen by air. Great.
MP Summers, the storm was severe and there was static electricity in the air. That uses all three in a way.
Yeah, I know. Extra points for using all three. That's great. I also did see a comment about getting live captioning going, and we are looking into that. We weren't able to set it up for this write-in, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to set up those live captioning so that people who are deaf or hard of hearing will be able to follow along more closely In the meantime, I'll try to get better about putting all the prompts and end times and everything into the chat. So just so you know, we're on it. We're working on it. Cool. Oh, I like this this sentence from Zelda Potter 64. The lights flickered around us and a shadow danced around us. I wanted to kiss him. I wanted to breathe in his scent and taste his lips. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Mylena Hope says, I'm practicing the show don't tell rule. That's a really good thing to practice. For those of you who don't know or haven't heard this before, but it's often a thing that you hear in writing circles, writing classes about show, don't tell. So rather than just using, a lot of times I hear it instead of using passive language, oh, he opened the door, he thought about doing this, and saying the door burst open in a blast of icy air. So that's great. Cool.
Yeah, kind of the way I think when you're getting to know someone or something. I mean, there are those folks that go ahead and just spill everything the first time you meet them, but people kind of reveal themselves a little bit at a time. So I think that helps me when I'm thinking about show. Don't.
That's cool. I like that approach to it. Also, a couple of people are just joining us now. So if you're just tuning in, welcome. We just did a first quick 5-minute prompt, writing prompt sprint to get our writing hands going.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel a little bit scattered today.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
A symptom of
week 3.
A symptom of week 3. Yeah. Man. Words Fall says, I need a dog name.
I saw that too.
Anybody have any good dog names? Actually, excuse me. My partner's mom just got a puppy, and so she was asking us for dog names. It was a little black lab. Or a black lab mix. I think they ended up going with Louise, but
cute.
I suggested Sable. That was my pick.
That.
But I love their. Oh, somebody asked, where's the space corgi from Oakland? The space corgi is downstairs, I think.
What is this?
The space corgi, Blobby's friend.
I don't know about this.
Have you not met Sporgy?
No.
Oh, okay. You'll have to meet Sporgy. Okay. Yeah, sorry. The space corgi, I think, took a little trip after our library adventures. So she's still having some adventures, but she should be here next week. Sporgy. Yeah, we were trying to think of all these clever names for her, and then we just ended up going with Sporky for space corgi.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, interesting. Allison Clement says Max is the #1 most popular pet name, apparently.
Interesting.
Huh. That's cool. I don't think I've ever met a Max pet. I know several Max humans, but no Max pets.
What about good old-fashioned Buddy,
Oh, yeah. like Air Bud?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I end up calling all dogs Buddy. Anyway,
I mean, I do too. Yeah. I still call my dog a puppy. I call a lot of dogs puppies too. I still call my dog Puppy, even though he's 16 years old now.
Inside, they're all puppies. So.
That is true. It's funny. I don't know. How do you guys name your characters? I'm curious about this now that we're talking about names, but how do you come up with names for your characters? Do you have websites that you like to go to, or do you like asking random people on a virtual write-in chat?
Baby name books.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like characters just pop into my head, and I'm like, oh, I know what your name is. And sometimes I'm like, I have no idea what your name is.
Definitely. I think I usually often will just use whatever name pops into my head, and I keep using it, and then it's just this is boring. Like, why did I pick that name? But then it's like so stuck in my head that it's like it feels too late to change it. But
yeah, I think particularly with I don't know. I find, because I read a lot of fantasy, so it can be difficult to think of like fantasy names sometimes, because you're just like, well, how will they be like legitimate character names, but also like sound like they come from a cool fantasy world, you know? Yeah. I don't know. So I'm curious if you guys have any tips around that, or things that you'd like to fall back on. Oh, cool. Jennifer Marina says, right now I'm writing a story based on an indigenous Brazilian myth, so I've been Googling a lot of indigenous Brazilian names to make it more realistic. That's really neat. Yeah. I think that is a really good tip of like, if you can ground your language in a specific location, time and place, that could really help determine what you name your characters. Kian says, I write down names I like when I come across them, and then look at the list when I need to use one.
Cool, yeah.
Bethany Louise suggested behind the name for human/human sounding names. I like the name generator, playing with random letters for non-human names. Julie Gassler says, I'm a teacher and I have a slew of names stored up. It's absolutely true. I have a couple of friends who are teachers, and every time they get a new class, they're like, wait, listen to these names, guys. Lindsay Earring says, I love telling people this. When I'm stuck for a last name, especially, I use the phone book. That is a good call, especially for last names, I feel like.
Where do you get one of those anymore?
Yeah. It's true. I don't think I've seen a real phone book in a long time. The legend said that they used one of their friends' names during April camp. That can definitely, I don't know, I feel like that's a good resource, but it can also backfire sometimes. Like if your friend reads your writing, they're like, wait, is this what you think of me?
Yeah.
Fiona Jensen says, name characters after flavors or objects, like chair. That's great.
Hannah Hacking. I wish I could pronounce this. I was once in a class with someone named Safonki Bisbee Berkeley. I have no idea.
Whoa.
Imagine having to learn how to spell the name as a child.
I know.
Like, that's complicated.
Yeah. There's a lot.
But I guess if you can spell that, you can spell anything.
Yeah, that's true. Kelsa T says, during my first draft, I used a lot of placeholders. A character was named Lord Blah Blah for HS.
Yeah, I liked that. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. As Athena Bloodstorm said, for fantasy, I combine an element with a plant or action, like Lightbringer or Everforest. Ooh, that's great.
Oh, Bats Roll says, everyone spells my real name wrong.
I have the same thing happen, because my first name is Katharine, and there are a million ways to spell Katharine. And mine is not one of the more common ones.
Yeah. So. When people ask me my name, I often am like caught off guard for some reason. So I'll say, Nina. Like, and they'll be, Anita? I'm like, no, sorry, actually.
There, right, says I once called a dolphin McDolphin face. Sounds about right. Oh, this is cool. Zelda Potter 64 says I use names that I would name my children. I name based on situations, and I use my friends for middle names. That's cool. All right.
Cool.
Should we move on to the next
Yeah.
prompt? All right, let's do it. Maybe you can use some of your favorite character names.
Yeah. All right, let's try them out. So for the second prompt, this will be a 10-minute prompt. We were just thinking about what is your character's favorite food? How does it make them feel? Does it bring back memories? Who makes it? Do they make it? Does someone make it for them? Do they go to a specific restaurant or something to enjoy this meal? Something just to put you in your character, and just what is your character's favorite food?
Yeah. If you're not hungry right now, you probably will be by the time you're finished reading this. I loved the Redwall books when I was growing up, and there were always these long, long descriptions of like beautiful feasts. I've been reading them again, and late at night, it's really dangerous because I'll be reading it before you go to bed and be like, oh man, I really just want dinner right now. All right, so again, this prompt is going to be 10 minutes. You can use it or not, but just talk about food. What are your character's foods? All right, let's go ahead. Let's start now. I've got about 2.5 minutes left. Excuse me. All right, time's up. Go ahead and wrap up what you're writing. Again, if you want to drop your word count or a sentence that you wrote in the chat, please do. How'd that go for you?
All right. It sparked a different subject to explore. Yeah.
Cool.
Something like one of my character's favorite foods suddenly isn't her favorite food.
Ooh,
yeah.
All right.
And for you?
Cool. Yeah, I didn't actually use the prompts. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of in a place where I know what happens next. I just need to get there. So I've just kind of been like plugging along at that to try and make that happen. Oops.
Earlier I saw a comment by Gianna Lepanto, and it was they said that they were struggling to find food that would be served in a hipster coffee house. And I think that they ought to have avocado toast.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, hipster coffee house, avocado toast, I think is a must.
Yeah. And also, like, I feel like hipster coffee houses get real particular about their coffee. Like, I don't actually drink coffee, so I don't know anything about coffee. But you know, one of my housemates does, and he's always like, yes, it's this like particular blend, and you have to like pour the water on it like 118 degrees exactly.
Yeah, it gets real like, sciencey.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely a thing that could happen. I don't know. Artisanal chocolates.
Oh, that
something
would be
like
nice.
that. Maybe that's just what I want.
At your hipster Catherine's hipster coffee house.
Yeah, totally. That some comfy couches where I can sit and write. That's really all I want. Let's see. Let's see. Doug put off. Got 307 words. Did you find something good?
Oh, Gianna she already came up with avocados, so that was too late. Too late. Sorry about that. B. Tyson, I'm a Southern girl, and my character's like grits and fried chicken. I hear ya. What's not to like?
Savannah Foote said, my character is half Finnish, so her favorite food is, I'm not going to try to pronounce this because I don't speak Finnish. But it's a macaroni casserole with ground beef and just enough milk to have it slightly caramelize on the bottom.
Whoa.
Sounds really good right now.
If you'd like to drop the recipe.
Yeah, right?
Marie Bazika, 300 on the nose. Nice. Ariana Marie hit the daily goal. Awesome.
Cool. Congratulations. Sabrina Dvorak got 408. It's better, but not my best. It's all right. Better's always good.
AV, his stomach emitted a low rumbling growl, betraying his resolve.
Oh, interesting. Jennifer Marina says, I made my character's favorite food boiled fish eggs since the story takes place underwater.
Awesome.
Like mermaids? Or?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Ellen Porter, I was at 22,000 on the nose earlier today, which means maybe you have a few more now at this point.
Yeah, that's awesome. Rye Pie says, it was strange how eating an apple would always remind him of the walk home from school all those years and years ago.
Awesome.
Saw there was some discussion about pancakes too in the chat while we were writing.
Christina wrote, I'm a day ahead of my goal. This has never happened in my nano experience. Congrats.
Is there anybody else who's ahead of their goal, what they're trying to get? If so, you guys are doing great.
YM Nelson. 0 words, but my MC's favorite food is Krispy Kreme.
Nice. Cool. Anthony Kessner says 433 words, and my character eats a lot of frozen pizza. Wonder is the thing you eat most the same thing as your favorite food?
Yeah, I would say anything around there.
Isa Jackson wrote 367 words and said, "No food, just some very well-dressed boys being incredibly oblivious about how gay they are for each other." That's great. I would read that. Buthison says, "Suddenly I'm really hungry. Anyone know why?" No idea.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy starving my characters was from See How Long.
Oh, all right.
That counts. I mean, and nothing like being hungry to really make you think about food,
Right?
memories of food.
Elizabeth Hessler says, "My mouth watered with anticipation of the flavors that would soon be exploding on my tongue. With a blissful sigh, I thought to myself, this is home."
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Teresias Dearling, Blobby looks hungry. Whatever gave you that idea?
Oh, man. Oh, I lost it, but somebody asked, what if your main character is a robot? What do robots eat? I don't know. I wonder, you could have it be like, maybe robots eat information, or I don't know, power sources.
Yeah, or
I totally know how science works.
Yeah, like astronaut food and stuff like that. I mean, what does food look like in the future? Do we even eat food in the future? Like,
who knows? This is a great question from Lindsay Werner. Any thoughts on what a former spy would bring to a potluck? She just knows how not to poison herself. She's concerned that she might still poison others by mistake.
Perhaps a raw food where there's no option of undercooking anything.
Sealed wine.
yeah. Prepackaged food. Check the expiration date.
Something that she does not have to touch. Oh, man. Yeah, also just a reminder for those of you who are starting to, really make some good progress on your project and are keeping up with your goals, or, even if you're not, if you have to adjust your goal a little bit, winning starts on Friday, I believe, on the 20th. Saturday is the 20th. Anyway, winning starts this week, so starting on the 20th, you'll be able to begin validating your Camp NaNoWriMo projects as winning projects if you have met your goal. And if you haven't, soon. I know, but it's okay. It's 10 days before the actual end of the month, so you still have 10 more days after that. Okay. We're not quite there yet, but just letting y'all know that if you've blasted ahead, if you're already close to reaching that goal, if you've already reached it, you can validate your win on the Camp NaNoWriMo site. And if you do that, you'll get a link to a page with a bunch of winners goodies from our sponsors, and cool certificate and cool things like that. And you get official bragging rights too. So just remember, if you win, to make sure to validate that on our website. Yeah, that's starting soon.
And try not to rub it in too much.
Yeah. For those of us who are still slugging along. All right. Oh yeah, and July has 31 days, so there's an extra day. So it's 11 days, not 10 days. I'm just so used to the 30-day month of doing things. So yeah, bonus extra day for July. All right, should we go into the last sprint here?
Okay, so for the third prompt, another 10-minute sprint. Just thinking about perhaps your character's routine is disrupted. How do they respond or react? I mean, I think we all have habits and routines, and think about how you're affected when things go slightly out of your control. So for 10 minutes, your character's routine is disrupted.
Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. 10 minutes starts now. Got about 2 minutes left. All right. Time is up. Go ahead and wrap up what you're working on. Again, if you want to share a sentence or drop your word count in the chat, go ahead and do that.
How'd that go for you? All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, and how about you?
Good. This one actually kind of fit in with what I was writing. Yeah,
cool.
It's like, I don't know, there's this whole fairy world, and so they got like plucked from their roulettes and dropped into the fairy world. So if that isn't a disruption in routine, I don't know what is.
Awesome.
Right. Let's see. Amelia Knight got 508 words that time. Awesome.
Katie Stein, 289.
Nice.
Issa Jackson, 299. Blue Moon, 324.
Cool. Like this sentence from Ash. Sky caught her breath and looked at what she was wearing. A fuzzy lime green and light pink sweater that looked as though it could win an ugly sweater contest. Lois got 220 that time.
Yeah, I've seen a few people say, they write. I also write by hand, so I never have my word count immediately.
Scotty Driving says, ironic, my characters were leaving a fairy world.
One door opens.
Casey Batano wrote 238. Says, but I've crossed 27,000 words total. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah. And I've seen, today, a lot of people are asking, oh, is this okay for the prompt or that okay? Feel free to take the prompt and run with it. It's malleable, so change it to your needs, if it helps you at all. Don't be afraid to change it up a little bit.
Short answer is anything's okay for the prompts. Alan Porter says their main character was in an icy cold lake the entire time. By choice or
yeah. I like this by Gianna Lepanto. Her father didn't look up at her, just counted his money to assure he'd taken out the correct amount.
Nice. Some people are posting their totals for today for the write-in. Bethiosin says 442 in total today. Ugh, is my writing dream fading away from me? No, first of all, it's not.
That's great progress.
400 words is 400 words you didn't have before this, first of all. But secondly, like, it's never going to be easy all the time.
Yeah.
That's the thing I have to keep reminding myself.
Yep.
Like, someday I'll have days where I'll sit down and I'll write a bunch and it'll be really easy. And then some days I'll sit down and I'll try my hardest and I'll just slog through. And at the end of it, I'll look at it and be like, I have 100 words now.
Yeah.
You know, I just spent 3 hours trying to write 100 words or whatever.
And I might not even use any of them.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, as long as you're writing, as long as you're doing it, as long as you're sitting down and taking the time, like, the way to make the dream of being a writer come true is just, like, put in the hard work.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to go through those bad days to get to the good stuff. So it's not for nothing. It's easy to feel like it's for nothing, but.
Yeah. All right. Jen Keys said they got 607 today for this write-in, which is fantastic for me. I have a daily goal of about 350 to 400, so thank you. You're welcome. Awesome. All right. Well, I think it's about time for us to wrap up, but thank you everyone so much for joining. This was really great. Remember to keep updating your account. Keep you know, if you're gonna win this weekend or sometime after that, make sure to validate that. We'll be here again, same time, same place next week. So yeah, we'll see you then.
Thanks all.
Bye everyone.